Hello and welcome. You and I can finally play this game. If you're just like me, you are not verified on Roblox, and so any game that is age 16 and older restricted, well, you just can't play it, and that really sucks. But I have some great news. This game right here, Tower Adventure, has met the requirements and has been able to change the age restrictions, and now anyone can play. This is the full release of the game, and first off, we're gonna go through all of it and see what is different, but I have to be transparent with you. The developer of the game wanted to thank me, and so they've given me a bunch of free items, and I will showcase that first, just so we're on the same page. But in addition to that, we're gonna go through everything as well. First off, the developer gave me an absurd amount of coins, an absurd amount of other currency. I still don't know what this currency is for, but we'll learn. For some reason, 67 tasty gels. And something I never expected, all of the game passes. So all of these big ones right here, even though I don't even think they were big, I think they were pretty cheap because last time we checked, they were really cheap. Surprisingly, not the world map either, but with our newfound fortune, we could just buy that right up. Developer, thank you for the gifts, but also you kind of lost out on a little bit of cash from me. Now, with that out of the way, let's take a look here. We got all of these. Oh, I forgot about that. They gave me Merchant. I don't know how you get Merchant naturally. Anyways, we have Merchant, we have Hunter, and we have Archer now. We can instantly get the slime because of that. If we go over here, go to passes, they also gave me the Battle Pass over here, which is still not restricted to like actual content. It's just a bonus pass, which is awesome. Because if they hid stuff like this, actual towers inside of the battle pass, and you had to pay for it, that would suck. That would be pretty painful. But no, you still get priest and you still get the little ninja on day 2, and it's awesome. You get a few materials here and it's completely free. The daily pass, you just log in, claim your reward, and you're all good. When it comes to achievements, I've been clearing a few of them out. All right, with that out of the way, let's take a look. All of these are still the same from when we saw them. This area finally got developed a little bit more, and there's fan art on the walls, and then it kind of just ends over here. Yeah, the world is beyond the wall. There's a bunch of tables up here. The weird creature is still here. The special mode is still restricted to higher levels. Oh, that's interesting. Drizzle was added recently in an update, I think, so maybe this wasn't operational right off the bat, because this game has had an update already. All right, back to what we were looking at. Over here, we have our inventory, and over here, the shop is here. And to unlock this, we need to complete trial mode on a map first, so we're not getting that soon. At least until we do a map. But that seems to be it for the most part here at the moment. When it comes to actual towers, skins are disabled until that update rolls out. Training is still the same, where you need materials and then you can get the higher tiers, and then they also have their stat changes. When it comes to the different tiers of a unit, you can still individually select which one you want to utilize, so that's really cool. When it comes to achievements and daily missions, you have them right here. All of that is the same, and there's a rotation for your next reward. The huge major achievements or badges are still here, and there is a ton of them. There are 2 codes. The codes are Rain, which give 500 Stardust, and the other code is going to be Release, and that gives us 1000 coins. This is one of the more stacked early games I've gotten. What in the hell? Merchant is tier 4? Whoa. And then tier 5 is the last thing it has. Everyone else is tier 2 naturally. When it comes to the different maps, if you have the game pass, you can choose which map you want to go to. Here's all the ones for easy. These ones are for medium, and wow, that one looks cool. And these maps are gonna be hard. Now, we need to do trial because we're not level 5, so we gotta do this regardless and get right into it. Also, it's 1.5 because of the game pass. When it comes to the units that we now acquired, they're kind of expensive. By the way, the game does have dialogue and some really awesome artwork, but I usually turn it off because it just kind of gets in the way of like placing stuff or looking at certain things on the map. So of course it's preference, but I don't know if there's any actual benefit to it. Threat level, number besides the icon equal HP loss when the mob enters the base. Okay, so that's what that is. That's good to know. That wasn't in the previous version, the test version when we played. Oh, why? This is so weird. This is merchant and it goes on the pathway? How does this work? Should I just put merchant here then? I don't know if merchant has to be near allies or if merchant needs to be near enemies. Merchant has gather wealth and hoard goods. Whoa, that's cool. Check that out. Merchant movable by anyone. Last mover becomes customer. Merchant deals 1 damage per player and current customer cannot move her for 2 waves. Customer towers are reduced by 10% rate. I don't know what 10% rate specifies. So like attack rate or like placement cooldowns or movement cooldowns. I don't know what it specifies by rate at all. Maybe it's ability cooldowns? Hoard goods. Cargo spawns randomly on the path each wave. Merchant stepping on it gains 1 supply. Gives customer that and that. So we benefit off of merchant actually traversing the different areas wherever they toss cargo. That's really fascinating. This is also interesting. You can only place 1 merchant at a time. Since we're the only one playing, we get to move merchant everywhere, as it seems. All right, I need way more defenses. I'm going to put this one down and we'll see how this works. We got 2 different abilities here. Execution slashes an enemy, dealing 6 times attack damage. That's crazy. Silhouette is after moving, a temporary clone is created at the original location. That's cool. As for our merchant back here, we're going to level them up. And they also have this ability that's a manual activation. Costs 15 supply and 5 player max HP. What? To summon a carriage with 1,500 HP. Carriage gains cargo every 3 seconds. That's cool. If the merchant collects it, spawn cargo and refund 3 max HP. That's really interesting. That's really cool. The player icon specifies who the customer is for the merchant. So the person who most recently activated their movement. All right, here is the last tower we need to learn about. And this is Hunter. Hunter has an ability to summon 2 wolves. That's cool. Oh, there they are. Look at them. That's so cool. They look more like porcupines or hedgehogs, to be quite honest. That's so silly. I wish I knew what this was because they have a minus 15 on that and I think it's from the merchant, but I don't know what it specifically, you know, reduces. I'm just gonna go under the assumption and assume that it's going to be for attack rate, but I really have no idea. Look at the wolves. The wolves are attacking them. Oh my god. What is that? Oh, what? Oh, it's slime rain. That's so cool. Check that out. There's slimes just falling from the sky right now. That is such a cool little event. I don't know if it's random or specified for this particular wave, but that's so cool. Genuinely very, very awesome experience right here. And this is easy mode, so I'm really curious what the other modes are going to showcase because this never happened in the playtest. This is so cool. Okay, now we have to experiment with this. I'm summoning the carriage and look at it. The carriage is being escorted by the little wolves or porcupines. Check that out. That's awesome. There goes the carriage and it's going to do a huge amount of damage to the slime. My poor merchant. Oh, what? Why did it stop at the merchant? Oh, wait. Did I misread it? I don't recall it having the requirement of stopping at the merchant. Maybe I misread it. Maybe I did. I can't select my merchant when it's dead, sadly. I would love to pull up the information regarding that, but alas. If merchant collected it, spawn all cargo and refund 3 max HP. Okay, so it's a 2-part system. You can either have the merchant select it or you can have the enemy select it by impact damage. And depending on the situation, if the merchant impacts it, then you lose the aspect of the benefit of ramming damage, but you get the benefit of economy. So that's kind of cool. All right, for our very first win, we got all of this done. What? Obtained 6 badges, joined the game the next day, defeat the Slime King, and obliterate 500? How did we do that one? We also got move tower 20 times completed, so that's kind of cool. And lastly, we can unlock this now. And as for this one, we need to complete 2 trial mode maps, and then we can get even more. I could have sworn in the test version, these were purchasable. I don't really recall if that's true or not, being purchasable instead of unlockable. I like this way more, being able to unlock. It's a sense of progression and it feels way better than just another thing you have to buy. One thing I really hope to see one day is passives. Passives and a little bit more information like placement costs, the abilities that you'll unlock at their specific levels. Maybe in a way they can just add the icons like right here and then you can hover over and it'll show the little box with information. That'd be cool. But regardless, this is really cool having team synergy. That is such a unique feature for any tower defense. I saw that. Alright, since we are only level 4, we can't go into this mode yet, but we do need to win this regardless, so here we go. For the units that I've brought over, I decided to try out some of the ones I haven't used. So we got this one, we do have Rainer again, but I haven't used the Mage yet, and wow, that's a huge area. I am very happy this game has a movement mechanic. I might have placed them at the opposite side. As for the warrior here, they have an ability called Parry, and they block an enemy's attack, taking no damage for 1 second. That's so cool. Look at that. That's awesome. Alright, the warrior is my new favorite. That's so cool. Let's check out the mage. The mage has a really huge area, and they get an ability at level 3, can store up to 3 magic missiles. Anyways, we got the ability now, and oh, those blue little cubes are the magic missiles, the ones above their head. The little mage right here does cast them, and then they recharge. Genuinely, a really awesome game this is. A lot of the towers are super unique, so this is really fun to mess around with and experience for the first time. It's been a few waves, but there's no slime rain, so it might be something specific to that map perhaps. I spoke too soon. There it is. That's so cool. Genuinely, the slime rain is one of my absolute favorite features. That is so cool to just see. All right, we got this one leveled up, and now we got the second ability as last time, one of my favorite ones because it'll do stun. But for this run, I think I have to maintain my little warrior over here to focus on the big guy. So we're going to target strong. We move our warrior to right here. That damage output's going to be fantastic, and we win. Ah, I forgot that this map was like this. That's gonna be bad for me. This is one of the more shorter ones and awkward ones because it's way too large of an area. But we'll see what we can do. We're gonna start off with a warrior, and hopefully that will defend us well. Dude, I can't get over that. The parry mechanic is so cool with the little warrior. The pacing for this difficulty is a little bit slow. You gotta be a little bit more careful with it because a lot of beefy enemies start rolling out. But maybe it's just my loadout. This is definitely feeling slow, however. Not too painful, but it's noticeable, you know? Dude, Rainer is wild. That range is incredible. Dude, the archer goblin's so annoying. The warrior parried the attack from behind. That's crazy if you think about it. All right, we have summons now. The hedgehogs have appeared. I think it's the fur on the side making it look like a hedgehog because it's all rounded of a design. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There's so many now. You know what? Instead of worrying about that, I'm just going to do an upgrade. They take about 200 per and no 3. You can go with the negatives. Oh, okay, well that's good to know. I was thinking, yeah, I'll just let them take my cash. If I reach 0, that's fine. Nope. Oh no, that was a mistake. All right, we got airships incoming, and this is gonna be a problem. I should have upgraded one of these. Oh no. The only one that can attack the airship is Rainer at the moment. That's solely because of the storm clouds. There it goes. But we have wolves. We do have wolves to help us. I am desperately trying my hardest to get rid of a few things. And we did manage to get rid of a few things. However, we're getting damaged to the point where we're losing a few things. Alright, the engineer has been killed by the looks of it. Sweet, we got a few really good items here. I was going to say, one of you guys need to help with air units, but now I'm fascinated by an eagle. Do we go for the eagle or do we go with silhouette? Silhouette sounds pretty cool, so I'm thinking silhouette. But, oh man, we just got enough for the eagle. I'm going eagle for the time being. That's a max upgrade. Shield goblins are going to be emerging, and that's what that bubble is. Let's see what the eagle is like. Yo, check it out. There's an eagle up here. That's so cool. And it just kind of hovers. It doesn't exactly go on the pathway. It's more like a helicopter in TDS where it's kind of stationary. That is so cool. Another thing that's really cool is this little dude, the warrior, has an upgrade where can now parry 4 allies within range. That is incredible. So I'm going to move them here now so they can support these. Oh man, this is frightening. There's a lot. Oh, the eagle does spawn from over there. All right, we got to be careful. Okay, we need to go this way. We definitely need to go this way. The knights parrying it is so cool. A lot of my knights are unable to do much because of their placement, which really sucks. But not much I can do there for them all that much. We got 3,000 damage. It's so close. It's so close. I don't think we're getting it. The bird, no. Oh, hold on. We go this way. Oh, we got it. We actually got it. That's awesome. His ability stalled him enough to where these guys could deal out damage. Oh, sweet. Dude, this game's awesome. I love it. It's so fun. The gimmicks are so cool. The charm involved in it is really great. The different uniqueness from the passives and attacks that these units have. There's so much. All right, we are back and we have this to claim and these 2 completed. If you couldn't tell already, this game is fantastic and I am absolutely thrilled to actually play the game in its full release form. This is really fun, and if you're looking for something simple with a ton of uniqueness, this is perfect. I say it's simple because for the first 2 modes that we had to go through, it isn't too panicky. You're not going to be too overwhelmed. The pacing's pretty good. The boss fights are actually impactful, like they're bosses. And overall, it's so cool to see what the different towers are able to do. If you told me that the warrior, yes, can parry an attack, I would be totally fine with that being as simple as can be. But if you upgrade it further, it parries for your other units as well. Dude, that's so cool. It adds on another structure of support for the character. What I'm getting at is you don't have to fully rely on these regular aspects where like, oh, you're doing the harder difficulty. You need to bring a healer. You need to bring economy. No, we have a support unit right here that kind of does the job of making it so we don't need a healer. I went purposefully with an economy route with very low costing units right here, this one in particular, so I wouldn't need a merchant, and it worked. Granted, the harder difficulties and especially these special modes most definitely are going to be challenging you, the player, to think outside the box or to utilize some of these more key features such as economy and healing. But for what this is actually pretty good that you can manage on your own with some pretty low-level units. All right, you guys, I enjoyed this wholeheartedly, and if you want to check it out, the link is going to be down in the description. This was awesome. For my first experience, it was really fun. I'm going to play a little bit more, see how far I get, and see what else the game has to offer, because I am genuinely curious now. I already mentioned it, but the link is in the description as always. If you want me to check out a specific game, leave a comment down below and I'll get right onto it. Other than that, if you're looking for other games to play, check out my channel. I upload a ton of content, so hopefully you'll find something new and fun to play. But that's going to be it from me. I will see ya.